Jitter has been record time into this tube. If he peeks out, the turret will spot him, but he could potentially get this information off the Mitty. Mitty knows he's here. He has to assume that he's somewhere near close as well.
Yikes.
And Jinx is able to find one. Let's not jinx his luck because he is looking to play that quite fortunately as Eeyore goes down, looking to dip in for a second try.
Good opening pick right there. Jinx is able to get one. And if there's any player that you want to leave alone, it's Flipsjitter. So he is just lurking. He's working that entire case in that mid angle all alone while the rest of his team works that A side. And he has actually managed to dash in all the way. So now they have the A side completely clear. But as I say that, Midi and Tensai, a good couple of headshots there to land. Blaze King will find a refrag, but it's still going to be
Spike
three.
planted.
Asterisk and Blaze, they've got a lot on their plate to be able to retake this round here. Dariali, he has that wall
One
off.
enemy remaining.
He could potentially use that to his advantage, but it's looking like it's not going to be needed at all. A CLZ with a double kill.
Them out and I guess isolate some angles. Let's go on over to the A side ops. There we go. The fight is happening here. Chaos, all conundrum everywhere. And Flipjitter is looking to enter into the site, and they go for a 1-for-1, 2-for-2 on either side. 3 versus 2 right now as boom. They've made this force by work.
Flipjitter with 2 massive kills right there on the
Spike
entry.
planted.
He's able to bring us into a 3v2, and that is a very, very good force buy from Boom. They do need to close this one out.
Last
Fade
player
away
standing.
running headshot from Dariali. Flips Jitter with 3 though, and he has one more to find if he wants to get this 4K. All up to Dariali yet again. It seems as Dariali has been forced to clutch so many times, and this is no exception here. He might just elect to fall back and save.
With the cause, like a meteor, and then
Like a
it
comet.
resets time, and then Kimi no Nawa. Yeah,
You know now,
reminds me of that.
should we play the music in the background? I mean,
Yeah, we
are
had it on a
clearly
while
not the
ago.
person playing anime music in the background, but
Spike down, B.
Terry Alley with a refrag here, the only real rifle earlier on. Now, of course, CLZ has the
One
rifle in his
enemy
hands as well, and
remaining.
so does Midi. And they're just trading rounds, man. That's over as quick as it can be.
Not gonna lie, I'm
Instead, and you're absolutely right here. Just take the open angles, take the long range duels, and they got punished for it. Now, Midi, once more, find the opening pick up onto Asterisk. And the A site, very much in contention here. All of the utility by that Viper being deployed here towards A just to bolster the chances of defending this. They don't want to give it up. They don't want to let it go to retake. They want to shut this push down as soon as possible. They don't even want to let them get that spike down because that's added money. That's added
One
money.
enemy
The
remaining.
economy here.
Spike
Boom, and they do
down
not want
A.
to let them have whatever they want. And just like that, they
Here.
whittle away. All the members of Boom have been
Watching here.
reduced to 1, and it's all up to Eeyore and the Sheriff.
This is something I've actually been seeing. Oh, okay, Eeyore might have disconnected. Seems to be the case because he wasn't moving. But you see that wall here by the Viper right now on the side of FL, where it's coming from the site all the way towards the maze side. Sides, very common kind of crawler here towards his B long position. Flipjitter finally lands a spray, taking some damage in return. But luckily for him, Asterix is there to patch him up.
Well, heal comes out, and they're going to be a little bit alright now as the recovery does come in. A little bit moment of convalescence for this guy. As in this 4v5, there is still a lockdown available, so they could use it for a retake. I still would prefer if Fennel go for a pick or a hold before they give up a side completely for the retake, especially onto the B side. They don't want to just let this go. They'll want to at least get one before they fall back and then make that retake happen. But instead, I think what's going to happen here is they're going to deploy it already. A little bit premature, if you ask me, but they might swing on the timing here because the timing might be very off for Boom Esports. So it's all going to be about what they do. They're going to pull the trigger on it, go straight in. The plan is being worked on already, but it leads to nothing. A CLZ gets shut down. Frostmine looking to work his way onto the site, but it will not matter as the defuse came in.
One enemy
Just when I
remaining.
thought
Last
that the
player standing.
filter lockdown was a little bit off tempo, it was exactly where it wanted to be. Off shot coming in, raining through for Jinx here. Passes of Blaze King. Frostmine be able to get CLZ. Already the side. Whoa.
Spike down A.
Okay, now we're back in it. Frostmine with a triple kill. Here we go. That's what I like to see. Could
One
be an
enemy
ace
remaining.
clutch if he does it. Okay, kills to find.
All right, Yeah, an ace clutch is exactly what he's going to need here in this case, and rotates all the way around now towards his B side. They're looking to split things up now. In this situation, you have two calls on the defensive side as Fennel. Do we stick together and play a 2v1 assuredly, or do we split up and potentially go into a 1v1 situation? Both have merits. The latter will give you that earlier information, but also comes with more risk. In this case, he did go towards the B site initially, but he linked up here now with Jinx as they're going to both try and retake his B site. The pit has come on down, and they now realize what is up. The plan has been given away, but Frostmine has a perfect pit to sink them down in the hole.
I think is very much doable right now for Frostmine. Let's see how frosty he can be. Oh. I'm sorry, I just had to do it. Yeah, but they do actually get in the smoke. Can they find him? That is the question. He doesn't have any more snakes.
One enemy remaining.
The timing actually goes his way. 4 kills for him. But the 5th one traded back, eluded. Again, this is their redemption arc. If they can come up in a big way in LCQ, then this is everything we've been looking for. But that's a good start to it. Eeyore with 1 kill.
Take flight.
Oh, Eeyore, okay. Nicely done from him. Hasn't having the loudest of games so far, as Jinx will find Eeyore. One and done. Here comes the peek out, and Mitty rather will get found. Oh no, Jinx goes down to his own. The res will come in from Dariali. It's a scramble on the B side, and right now the eggs are being tossed and turned. Boom. They should be able to get this plan down, and that they will, but Mitty completely denying Asterisk right after to get back to safety. A 3v3, a retake is going to come here from FL. They've got some utility to work with, but not much left.
Last player remaining.
And he's just gonna get shut out completely.
Last player
but
standing.
Frostmine is able to find 2, unable to find the 3rd. It's Mitty who does. He gets a triple kill. The snakebite did come out, but still a lot of time. Just hang out, pick up that operator, and stylishly just cool.
I was kind of wondering too, like, there was no recon.
That was a blind ult. He does still have all of his utility. Jinx with a good opening pickup though.
Your duty is not over.
Will be res.
Very curiously. I mean, he doesn't have Algo no recon, so maybe he used one off, but I don't think he actually had to ping off of that. Jinx is able to find that kill here, Ilu, and as Blaze King goes down, that's a big pick for them. Blaze King, he might be in the Sova, but he's a big-time player in the fragging capabilities for Boom. Flip Jitter, another one, another name here to be feared. Finds Jinx, the opposing Jet. They're going to melt this wall down immediately. Oh, Asterisk is such dangerous waters right now. Murking in that muddy
Spike
water, and
down
tenz is
A.
going to find one, but the quick trade-off here from Eeyore will bring it to a 3v3.
Time taken away on the lockdown here. Dariali able to cut off 1, but only 1 he gets. As now we're in a 2v2. Mitty looking, searching for more clues.
30
as to where
seconds
they
left.
went. Can't track any footprints for now because the rotation has come in full swing on towards that B site, and boom, they're going to be greeted by a completely open bomb site here. They're going to plant a little bit default on this one. They don't want to push for more. They do just want to play that crossfire. So they're going to have Eeyore fall back, and they're just going to play their angles.
Oh, well, you're going to have to find some way to slice and dice this up. 2v2 right now, both duelists up online utility. It's the story here for Fennel, as this peek is not going to favor Mitty. You can't jiggle peek that, because Eeyore is going to land every single time, and now in the 1v2, Flip Jitter is low, and so single bullet can do him on in here. CLZ finds that one, and now he suddenly has a lifetime opportunity here to win this, and he does get the clutch. CLZ has more than enough time as well for the defuse, and Fennel still somehow ends this round out. They extend the lead even further. 6 rounds now above Boo.
Not entirely sure why.
I even talked about earlier on how this is a much higher percentage win rate for Boom here in Icebox, but Fennel, they're making a case for being that the opposite way. A complete shutdown here from FL. Fennel, CLZ, as the anti-eco has not found any fruit, has not bore anything for them, as Fennel are looking to extend this lead up to 7 rounds. And Blaze, do some damage here, maybe just get some kills for your confidence, but this is a done round, Elu, and Boom are looking quite off.
Yeah, Boom just looking like
they've been losing a lot of these clutches. You know, they had the advantage, but still give it up away. They're Yali playing this very forward. They have a triple stack over the B side and not looking to give it up, but Flip Jitter is able to find that pin on their Yali himself, biting off a bit more than he can chew, and Jinx falls to the same fate. Right now, Boom have a good position, but we've seen them lose these. We've seen them lose these man advantages, and Mitty's able to equalize things up now. Frostmine goes down, and that's just completely looking like a missed opportunity here for Boom, but good find by Eeyore. Exactly what they need to get the confidence back into the round. Then he finds a second as well. 3v1, CLZ down and out. As he goes, finally, Boom take a round, but will it take
The flank completely shut out here by Boom, and it's looking like Boom have a better read right now on the situation.
Yeah, this is already looking a lot better, Elu, than what we've seen from their, earlier attacking side. And as I say that, Dariali just finds somehow a lifeline here through that spam on the smoke. Flipper goes down. CLZ looking to do the same exact thing, but they brought you a 4v4 right now. And this could be another opportunity for CLZ. Let that Toxin get back up online and use it for the retake, but it's going very deep into B main, so this won't actually help most of the retake out. You're gonna have to use what they got to work with in the pocket. It isn't exactly much. Jinx, he is very deep, but luckily for him, Dariali's got his back. That was a huge kill now coming from the side of Fennel, and Blaze King's able to answer back. 3v3, Asterisk and Blaze King find one apiece. It's all down to Tensai and Jinx, as they're all being shredded down. The round has been secured by Boom, and they needed that round. You talked about how they can bring it 8-4, and that is looking very true as we're moving to the final of the opening half.
I think that was a great play right there from Boom. The way that they just held off, Fennel. Really good usage of the utility. It came out one after the other. They couldn't even get the spike to half because of all the utility that was being thrown onto the bomb. They were using the lineups from the Sova shock darts. They were using the snake bite coming in from that Viper, and they timed it to perfection, man. They couldn't even challenge. They had the Viper smoke on top of B main actually worked in the favor of Boom because it blocked out vision and it allowed people to hold close and hold safe. So really that retake fully off the mark here from Fennel. And if Boom can recreate that success again in this final round, and it looks like they're trying to as they go towards B, then they'll be in a good spot.
I mean, it's what happens when you kind of burn your Viper wall early in the round, and I actually quite favor when Vipers just hold on to their wall until they actually realize they have to use it now. That's the only time they set it out. And you're gonna get one of those cases here where the wall is on the A side, not affecting anything happening on the actual fight in the B side itself. And as the pit comes down, Jinx is able to find that trade-off here in the flip jitter, finds a second, but no more refresh on that. Asterisk and Blaze King, they equalize things up now. 2v3 at the moment. They can get a plant down, but it's being very difficult as Mitty's playing this very close corner with the judge. You're going to have to be able to extend that gap. Boom, very huge pick for them on their Yali.
Yeah, 2v2, make that a 2v1. Asterisk gets 3. Res comes out, but it does not matter to Mitty as he's able to isolate that fight 1v1 with a judge. Can he come up huge? And it looks like he will. That's going to be all the kills that Mitty needs to get back into this, denying the 8-4. That you actually do take the map. Jinx, this strat, this is Paper. Paper Rex ran this in Berlin. He gets through, he gets above, it's awkward, they run past each other, and flips to dirt, just cleans him up from the back. They were all looking a little bit lost. Dariali's there for a kill. And the angle is perfect for him. They know exactly where to shoot. It's planted for them. They know the post-plant spot. They know exactly where to look, and Frostmine's good for one, but that's all he can get, as it is going to be another round here, and I think this could very well be the game here, black and blue, for Fennel.
Yeah, that exact execute that you see, going in through mid towards a tube in orange and then planting on the second floor of B is something that we've seen popularized by Paper Rex, but was actually done first and foremost. Actually, I think it was Fnatic who did that at the start of things, so yeah. But they don't do it as often as Paper Rex have been the ones to seemingly make it more popular. So they didn't start it, but they made it more popular is the case.
Cool, kind of like, a lot of teams, kind of like the nade of Doja on CS.
Yeah, kind of like, Black Sabbath started metal, but Metallica popularized it.
Fair makes sense. Good play, but Mitty opening things up with a kill. Eeyore trades him, and now that is the A side completely open. The spike will go down towards B. However, Frostmine, nice shot right there with the Sheriff. But that's all he gets. CLZ with a quick double. That's gonna be a triple. And CLZ, man, he is popping today. How many times, how many clutches, and how many awkward kills has he managed to turn in his favor? This is the Fennel that we were hoping to see here today. I thought after the first map, it was going to be a 2-0, but clearly CLZ and his team have other ideas. Tensai backs his teammate up. Eeyore will go down, and that is 11 points.
Lose those situations way too often for them to get back in a game like this. And when those opportunities are presented and then subsequently wasted, then you're gonna have a rough time. But a 1-for-1 trade happens, not a direct trade, but a trade nonetheless. And Frostmind finds a second here, at least for the side of Boom, who finally give them something to work with. Eeyore getting that kill was huge for them, okay? And this is looking like maybe a bit of a confidence round, a comeback round for Boom.
So far, Esports have showed us that they can take the fight to Fennel when they need to, and that's exactly what they want. I like it. I like the aggressive play. I like the early peaks. For the next few rounds, it's not about winning the round. It's about trying to get kills and getting guns out of the hands of Boom. That's all you want, is to force them at a disadvantage. But shots like that onto Eeyore, wow. Blaze King with a good follow-up right there. Missing from Derry Alley.
Down A.
Blaze King is good for a triple here. Midi
Last
has the
player
angle.
standing.
Can't hit the shot though. Flips Jadura will get the better of him in this one. And Tensai, only man left standing. Sees the shoulder. Can't land the headshot. 4 kills for Blaze King on this anti-eco. And we go to a 5-11. Still a long way to go, but it's a start. It's showing itself yet again. It's manifesting in front of us that you can make those comebacks on Icebox. I may be speaking prematurely, but it definitely is possible. Whips like that from Jinx. He misses all the plates. He stands still for a second. It's like, oh, guys, I kind of messed up here. Now, trade kill coming up here. Blaze King is able to get onto Derry Alley. Now, Flips Jadur from up on above will look to rein in with those off shots, and they don't want to challenge him anymore. Instead, they're going to fall back. They're going to go towards B because of all the map control that CLZ has got. He's managed to wiggle his way on towards B site. Frostmind has no idea, but has an inkling that there might be someone here, and that smoke should do the trick.
I think it'd be more apt to say here, as he's on the Viper, he's slithered. Yeah, like a snake. Snake in the grass. Comfy snake. Anyway, speaking of, Flip Jitter, knife to the face here of Mitty, and he finds another one to the chest of Tensai. Double for him already, and really the lineup game is all that they can play right now, because there's no way they're going to win a gunfight, like a straight up
Last player standing.
right? Orb up. Here comes this as well. One more bite. But the snake not gonna have enough poison to win that one. Flip Jitter, a 4K for him. Get you that money, bro. Get your wallet fat and stacked. And Boo was successful earlier on, but you know, at some point, Fennel, they're gonna start to catch on here, and maybe they could start to do something about this wall up to let them cross into the orange and into the tube. Kitchen being cooked here right now as Flip Jitter finds Tensai. Astrid has a wall to deny this, and he just runs right through it. Can potentially stick the defuse, and nobody's there to stop him. He's gonna stick this, actually. He gives it up, but he doesn't even know that he's completely safe here. Cloudburst, and this is a clean round. This is the risk that you run when running that strat, and that's exactly why it can be very dangerous if you don't actually have control of orange.
And only in SEA, I think, is it turning into an attacking side map.
Yeah, it's kind of that maybe recency we've been seeing from that. And Flip Jitter, Eeyore, double duelists, finds a pick each, and this is looking like another good round for Boom.
Uh-oh, we're getting into comeback territory. Oh no, I
we're
said,
already in it, bro.
This is what I said, dude. I was like, there's no way they can win this if Fennel wins the pistol. They win the pistol, and somehow Boom are clawing their way back
You will
in.
not kill my ally.
They read the script, guys. They did.
Twitch director. He's written this one to be quite, I guess, dramatic. Oh dear, look at that shock dart coming from him. Lego lost in here. Okay, Tensai finding that one Frostmind on the trade, and Jinx is able to find another suddenly in the 3v5 down to a 3v3.
Okay, but you know, Boom, they've been good on the retakes, but what's a retake when you're at a man disadvantage right now? They also have the Hunter's Fury. This is a potential save call. No, I take that back. Frostmind tap onto the dome of Tensai here. 1v2 though, and with an op in tow, could decide to save it, but they're fairly low on HP on the Fennel side, so this could be something that really works in his favor, especially with that Phantom in his hands. Now Flips Jadur, he's working his way from the back, goes up and sees one. Can't hit the shot. Jinx flicks to his head. Secures match point here for Fennel.
Could have been doable there from Flip Jitter. He had every single ability, both updrafts and cloud bursts, and he had his dash still available too, so definitely could have been a party time moment here coming from Boom, but alas, is not the case. They find 2 opening picks, but Fennel with a single res just turned the entire thing around, playing from that man disadvantage, no problem. Doesn't matter which hand you're dealt sometimes, it's how you play those cards that does come out in the end. And so, Fennel, match point, looking to go in a split, decider, third map of the series potentially, but they're gonna need one more round to bring us into that.
Yeah. That just one is all that Fennel needs here.
Toxin screen down.
I mean, it's been a tough. They've only managed to win a couple for a while now. So I'd still say the comeback is in the books here for Boom. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Boom Esports, however, they have gotten a lot of map control. Look how deep flipsjitter has actually managed to find him. He's cut off of rotation. But the Viper's Pit has been deployed to help them get that spike down. Spraying through it here, Frostmine, just hoping to get someone, just hoping to get lucky, but no one's availing themselves right now. And spike will finally be planted. Utility will be thrown. Shock Dart is good from Blaze King. It actually gets the spike planter down. Dariali's out of the picture. 4v5 here. Now Boom's starting to make an argument. They still have so much going for them, especially because Tensai peeks out, I'd say, a little bit unnecessarily. And they have to deal with this because Boom have them contained. That's the Viper's Pit gone, and this is a very awkward position for Fennel to be in. Nice tap from Jinx, but will it matter at all? Absolutely not. As
so embarrassing.
It's going to be another round picked up here by Boom off a wonderful, patient play of Boom Esports.
We could actually run like 5 rounds, no problem.
Eco round again here, and this should be 10-12. I say should be, but I've been cursed already. Frostmine and flipsjitter making short work of all the presents here towards A. That's 3v5. This is the round done here. Yeah, happens.
Also, it was back then when, you know, I mean, fast food meals were giving you a bare serving. I swear. It was
you know, you're absolutely right. I swear, people, you know, fast food joints, they used to give more food.
Yeah. Like, burgers were bigger, more fries in that thing. Your drinks were definitely bigger, upsized. So.
Yeah, the good old days.
Ah, the good old days, back when we could...
We are actually turning into boomers now. What is happening?
30 seconds.
Guys, we're not even above 30, so...
That doesn't mean we're Boom Esports fans. We're just boomers. Do we call Boom Esports fans boomers?
Potentially.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay, I thought they were going to do it. Never mind.
The boomers make it happen.
The boomers make it happen.
That, you know?
Little Hagsbane.
Hagsbane, yes.
But, the aggressive angle doesn't get deterred by that turret. Instead, he doubles down on that aggression, stays, holds the line, and gets a pick off onto midi. It's a very, very big pick up right now here as they now scramble towards A. And my God, the Tensai just been so good on that utility. He finds another kill onto Blaze King, who was just sitting there. And now it's a great round here, a great plant. 4v4 now on the board as time starts to tick away. Frostmine finds Tensai on that lurk. That clears out any possibility that somebody could be coming from behind them in this 3v4.
That was huge for them to find. They've got 3 ultimates pull up here. Blade Storm has already been used, and so now has the res 5v3 to secure the round, but Jinx has a good position to maybe try and cause some chaos. Here comes flipsjitter. Pick off from him on the Jinx, but they're still gonna have to deal with their reality, and that they do. CLZ, last one left alive from the screens, will not continue to watch and look on further as Boom bring to the final round of regulation. We're going to round number 24.
Oh, was that important?
Here, so he's on a tear, and when flipsjitter like starts hitting shots, man, he is so hard to stop. And case in point, right now, I'd be very afraid of dealing with flipsjitter if I were Fennel.
I mean, no matter who I am, I'd still be very, very aware against that, because flipsjitter, we know that this man can turn things up. As we said earlier on map number 1, you know, he stepped into some huge shoes of a Turn King here on Boom, but he's been performing to the top level that we expect from him. Hunter Spear is gonna find potentially a kill. No, does tag him up quite a bit. Mitty taking a lot of that damage, but luckily for them, their reality is still alive on the stage to get that, well, heal, to get that health back up for them. 30 seconds left on the clock. They have to go for a plant sometime soon. Here comes the lockdown, but it's not really going to force the players out of Snowman. They can continue to anchor this down. And on the peak here, Tensai will be found by Asterisk. The wall is down, and Mitty will be able to find the pick off in the 2v4. They have to stick this at this point. There's no more opportunities. And Blaze King setting them on fire. Mitty goes down. We're going into overtime as Boom have made the comeback happen. Aggressive. So it's not always a good thing, but sometimes it can definitely help out when it matters the most.
No charges left.
Jinx here, opening shot from him, will be forced to pull back because of that Aldro. Nicely done from Boom. And now they have some control of B long, but will it be enough to be able to really flush Jinx out of this corner? Perfect wall, but he does see on the edge of yellow there. Get some information, but he falls down.
Still safe. Could have been dangerous had anyone spotted him dropping from that angle, but no, none of the wise on the other side. Now, Op shots coming from flips.jr, and I'm happy to see him on this off. Make it up or not, he's been hitting his shots here. It's a little bit of a gamble, but in overtime, a gamble might just exactly be what you need. This plant, very much dangerous. There's 3 people waiting here on the other side of it just to contest it. Asterisk is looking to get this down. They can't melt the wall fast enough. They can't deny the plant. So they will have to go for a full 5v5 retake. Look at this flank here. Blaze. He's coming up all the way from mid. They're aware that it's a possibility, but the timing could maybe not work in his favor. Jinx is able to get that kill on flips.jr, though. That's massive, as the operator does drop here. Slow orb slows him down, but Fennel yet again find a massive lead here. Only one person, and that's the flank. Blaze, too little, too late. As it's just going to be a diffuse straight up for them. Can't even get close to it, and it is going to be Fennel on. I think we all thought it would be a close game. I just don't think it would have been like this close that it would go to overtime with this ridiculous comeback of a scoreline. And I know on Icebox, it's it's known to happen. It's been known to happen rather. Just the way that this is happening, you would really think that Boom Esports has some sort of magical plot armor.
They do at this point. I mean,
at this point, yeah. Like the last time that they played, I think it's good karma from when they let Alter Ego play at their boot camp.
It probably is, right? You do a good deed, it comes back around. Yeah. Karma works both ways, though. So
they
Jinx.
are, however, heading onto that A side as we will look to get that spike down. Eeyore here to deny, here to take us into another round of overtime. The flank coming into fruition as Midi is able to get the catch off onto Eeyore. flips.jr is ready for the punish, awaiting him from all the way towards that B side. Now they can't decide where to go. It's back towards A that they do end up running because they don't want to deal with flips.jr and his op. Fortunately for them, flips.jr doesn't cut them off on that rotation as he's watching that rotation towards mid. They are now going back towards that A side. 3v3 as a spike will go down. 14 seconds left, and I think they have enough time to get it down.
They can get this plant down, but you can see here that defense is right at the cusp to deny that. Frostmine finding 2. There isn't much time left. 4 seconds, no plant can happen. They're gonna have to find the kills here to be able to get this round, but boom, they stay alive. Asterisk gets the kill. We're moving into second overtime as Boom somehow edges it out. We're spotting nobody. The timing didn't go his way. Aldrone has to be dealt with by his teammate, and he's gonna go for another kickoff here. Spots one, dashes out, doesn't get the shot. Okay. Let's get that information, but cannot land the shot the second time around. Eeyore gonna punish him for that, and boom! They completely exploded here all over this A site. Nothing much that they can do as the double sentinels are the only last ones left remaining to be able to try and somehow clutch around, but Eeyore will say no to that. Go to sleep. Mitty taken out. It's all on the Deryali. 1v4 for him in double overtime. He's been put in this situation time and time again, but not with these stakes as Eeyore cuts him up, serves him on a platter, and gets a triple kill at the end as Boom, once again, now this time in overtime, are looking to end the series and take it 2-0. I mean, map number 2 is pretty close here in Icebox, so I'm not sure if I'm going to say it's very convincing, but honestly, it does look pretty good here from Boom. FL, though, Fennel, final opportunity for them. Their attacking side has been kind of lackluster for the most part, and they're going to really have to turn things up a notch because this could mean them going down into the lower bracket for their first game. It's not a good prospect for any team. And for Fennel, barely got by here on the default. That's not going to be one they're going to look forward to, but Jinx will able to find one, but the quick trade off here from Blaze, playing in that corner. They now know where he is. They do not have the ability to talk it out just as of the moment. The peek comes in here, but the quick trade coming from Asterisk on their Yali brings it to a 3v3 Elu. Spike down. They have an opportunity here, and Mitty finds him an opening.
2v3 now. Frostmine and Asterisk, the only players left on Boom. They do not want to go to another overtime. They do not want to give another chance to Fennel. They've already taken the hardest part, the previous round, the attacking side, but they might lose it. No, Asterisk right there to bring it back with 2 big kills. He gets a triple, taking us to a 1v1. Now it's all up to Tensai and onto Frostmine as they are now left
30
here.
30 seconds left.
The 1v1 battle of the big brains right here. Controller versus Initiator. Again, Japan versus Indonesia here as we find ourselves on the 28th round. Frostmine just playing passively, and I think he's just gonna let him plant. Just let him plant, get the information on where he is, and on the other side, Tensai, he's
10 seconds left.
He needs to go for this plant, otherwise he is in a load of trouble. So he's gonna be creeping up from above, but the timing is not there. He misses the shot, but Tensai, he's gonna miss as well, and somehow Boom Esports have taken it, taking us 2-0. They go ahead and they move through, going up against New Turn next in the next round here at the APAC LCQ.
Write it down, get it on the document because paper thin. You're right on the prediction here.